Rejection. It's one of the most painful emotions we experience. It can crush your confidence, silence your voice, and leave you wondering if you're even worthy. Whether it's being ghosted by someone you cared about, turned down for a job you worked hard for, or simply overlooked by the world, rejection cuts deep. But what if I told you this pain, this sting of rejection, isn't something to avoid, but something to embrace? Because for the Stoics, great thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, rejection was not the end. It was the beginning of power. They believed that rejection wasn't about being unworthy, it was about being redirected. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, rejection is not an obstacle, it is the path. When someone says no to you, when life pushes you away from what you thought you wanted, you're not being punished. You're being sharpened. And every time you're rejected, you're given a choice. You can either shrink in self-pity or rise in self-mastery. The Stoics always chose the second. They believed in focusing only on what they could control and letting go of the rest. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." You can't control who leaves, who says no, or who fails to see your value, but you can control how you carry yourself afterward. You can choose dignity, you can choose clarity, you can choose growth. Rejection, in the Stoic sense, is like fire to steel. It reveals your weaknesses, not to humiliate you, but to make you stronger. When you're rejected, it's not a reflection of your worth, it's a redirection of your path. Maybe that opportunity wasn't right for you. Maybe that person wasn't meant to stay. Maybe the universe, or nature as the Stoics called it, is pushing you towards something better, something more aligned with who you're becoming. But you'll only see it if you stay calm, if you don't panic, if you trust the process. And that's what Stoicism teaches. Not to eliminate emotion, but to master it. Rejection hurts, but the pain doesn't have to destroy you. In fact, it can build you. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body." That means every rejection you face is like a rep at the gym. It may feel heavy, but it's making you stronger. And over time, those reps become resilience. So how can you use rejection like a Stoic starting today? First, detach from outcomes. You're not owed acceptance. You're not entitled to a yes. Show up, do your part, and accept whatever comes. That mindset alone will set you free. Second, practice premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. Visualize rejection before it happens. Imagine it, face it, feel it, and you'll fear it less. Third, don't run from rejection, study it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Was there truth in the criticism? Did this teach me something about my values, my boundaries, or my goals? Reflection turns pain into progress. And fourth, use it as fuel. Rejection is energy. Don't waste it crying in silence. Turn it into momentum. Let it drive your next move. Let it deepen your focus. Let it remind you that your worth is not decided by someone else's opinion. The Stoics were rejected too, by friends, by politics, even by fate. Marcus Aurelius lost children. Seneca was exiled. Epictetus was born a slave. Yet all of them used adversity, including rejection, to cultivate a strength that could not be taken away. That's the lesson. Your strength does not come from being accepted. It comes from staying unshaken when you are not. So next time you get rejected, breathe, smile, say thank you, because now you get to become stronger. Now you get to prove that your value isn't up for debate. Now you get to walk the path of the Stoic. And remember, when the door that closed was never meant to define you, it was meant to refine you. Rejection is not the end. It's the invitation to begin again, wiser, clearer, and more powerful than before. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay stoic.